Hey y'all, I'm back on. So I did go live earlier, but I was a little distracted because I was filling these keychain orders. But I do want to show you the keychains that I have. I have Mom and Me self-defense keychains. And so this is like a scale, a base one. But they come with the lip gloss holder, a wristlet, okay, the little puff ball. Also, this is to if you ever get trapped in your car, but this is a worst case scenario because we hope we never do. You can break your window with that. We have the mace. We have this mace. And we have these alarms. You want to hear it? Want to hear it? Here you go. So yeah. So those are alarms. So I'll be assembling those with my thank you cards today. And the video, I promise you guys, is going up to teach you how to make thank you cards in your Canva. If you do not want to wait on me, you want to go ahead and get started, just go to Canva. It's a free app, a free website, and just put in thank you cards and the templates will come up for you. You can just put your information in. It's really that simple, okay? So I know you see the title. I know you know what this is about. We want to know, who do you think is responsible for the Astroworld tragedy? So as of now, there have been 8 confirmed dead. We heard about an 8-year-old, no, he's 9, a 9-year-old boy who was on his dad's shoulders. Said the dad fainted. He fell into the crowd, was crushed. His organs are crushed. His brain is swelling. He's on life support. Just a horrible situation. Also, we know other people are in the hospital, and we just want to know who's really responsible for this. Who was responsible to make sure that this event went off, without this type of energy, without this type of death that happened, okay? Before we get started, though, if you could go ahead and like this video, if you could comment and let me know who you think is responsible for this tragedy, and go ahead and share it to your friends, right? Well, I'm just gonna start off with what I know. What I know is Travis Scott, a host. I'm be honest with you, okay? I'm not a 2021 rapper type friend, so for the longest I thought Travis Scott was A$AP Rocky. Just be honest, I didn't. I was like, oh, Kylie is dating A$AP Rocky. It was like, that's not A$AP Rocky. And then we couldn't find out his name ain't even Travis Scott. Like all these people walking around with these names that don't belong to him, and like that's like a full name too. So I wouldn't think it was a stage name, but yeah, it's a stage name. His name is like Jock. I don't know how his mom is like Jacque. So like Jock Webster or whatever. So, Jock was out here throwing concerts, all right? He's known to have these high energy concerts that bring in all these big crowds, and he encourages them to rage, right? But I guess that's what that rock type music does. Besides the point that I just think it was demonic, okay? All the pictures that were up, of his head, and on the other side is like a skeleton head, we're going to leave out the fact that I think he's associated with a family that might be into witchcraft, okay? We just want to know, is he responsible? Do we feel like he's responsible? And, the lawsuits are coming in, and I just want to put it to you like this. I think it just depends on, was he just a performer or is this his event? I don't know, but I think it's his event. And if it's his event, and he's a person that helped put it together, and he helped organize the security. I know, you pay people to do this, right? So let's do like this. So let's say you have a company, right? So, okay, I have, I put together, make what they want to call these safety keychains, right? And somebody is supposed to make this for me, right? Somebody makes this for me because I don't make it myself. So if I send it out to someone and it doesn't work, right, I'm still liable because it's my product. This is his product. This is his event. He threw this huge event and he didn't put, everything together. Now, like I said, he's not, in my opinion, I don't know if I would think that he is a person that's paying for this event, help paying for it, putting it together, because it's his tour. It's not like, like the Essence Festival where they invite artists out and, you just come and become a part of it. You don't have anything to do anything. Like, no, like this is the Astroworld is his brand. This is his thing. This is his tour. Like, just like if you're an event planner, like, if you throw an event, it's your event. This is his tour, right? So if it's his tour, then whether, his security failed or whoever put that together, it still comes back to him. The Houston PD are saying they briefed him beforehand and told them they were worried about the crowd. To me, that shows me that it's his tour. It's something he was responsible for. Me and my nephew had this talk this morning. It's like, what is he supposed to do? Da, da, da. That's why people come there. But if on your smaller crowds, right, because people are speaking out. A man who was paralyzed in 2015 from a concert he went to, is speaking out about how he feels so sorry for the people, and he just hasn't learned. He hasn't learned. You've had all these other tours where you had a chance to adjust, where you had smaller number of people there and you saw people got hurt. Now you got this massive crowd, and for people to say that he doesn't have any responsibility, to try to, he can't control them, but to at least, like, I've been to concerts. Like, I'm older, okay, I'm about to tell my age, but when I was in college, I went to a Bone Crusher concert. And if you know anything about the Bone Crushers, right, their music is real, like, hey, tell them I don't give a F, da da da. And as soon as they start singing that, right, everybody, how I go, men, they started fighting each other and stuff. They stopped the concert, and they was like, no, even though we're gonna rap to y'all and tell y'all need to tell each other we don't give a F, you're not gonna behave that way here. They say behave. You ain't gonna do all that in here, and if you can't do it, you're gonna get out. So we not, it's gonna be peaceful in here. We're gonna have a good time, and if you fight, the police gonna come get you and they're gonna escort you out. I mean, that's exactly what they told us. So I don't understand. This man has, you got 50,000 people coming to your venue. You know how your previous shows have. You've been charged for those previous shows. People have tried to hold you accountable for those previous shows, and you just say, F it, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna keep the same energy. I'm gonna have the same, drive all them demons on your flyers and stuff, which I don't even really know why people went anyway. But you just keep the same energy and keep going. And then you feel like all you have to do is say, I'm sorry, and I'll pay for the funerals and everything's supposed to go away. No, sir. No, sir. I feel like he should be responsible. Is he solely responsible? Of course not. The security is responsible. There are people who say they receive text messages, right, to say, hey, you want to be a security guard, $17 an hour, you get to come to the concert for free. And they just showed up, no experience, and were just put out there. And they said they didn't know what to do. It was a lady. She did a TikTok. You might want to go look up on TikTok. But they've been taking these videos down, so I didn't want to play it. But on the TikTok, she explains that she saw she got a text message saying that she had been picked to be a security guard. She's going to make $17 an hour. She's going to get in the concert for free. They was going to feed her. So when she got there, they was like, okay, yeah, because you're so small, you won't work as many hours, but you're still going to work. And they was like, go ahead and call your family now. Tell them you're okay because your services are going to go bad. And everybody's like, oh, my God, they were planning to cut everybody's services. No, even when I go to homecoming back at Grambling, right, when we all get in that stadium, like your phone start working. And it takes for you to get in your car and drive off for all your messages to come through. So, I mean, I think that's pretty normal. That many people in one, condensed area, your service goes out. But yeah, so, basically, he had a responsibility. They tried to skim on the security, which is never going to work, right? They tried to, they saw people breaking in early. And, when you see that, I feel like it should have been shut down, brought down. I don't know. Something should have been happening. But I want to hear from y'all. I just came live because, never had a $50,000 people event. Maybe God has something in my future I don't know about. Maybe, I don't know. But what I do know is if somebody was to pay me money, 50,000 people to give me their money and come see me perform, it would be my number one priority to make sure in my control that, it was a successful event. Like, I perform my best, but also that security is important, right? I would make sure we had the right amount of security there. I would have made sure, if I saw ambulances going in and out, even though I know in these type of concerts, high energy, people just pass out, right? It's just the energy, I would have stopped. I'm sorry. And he's not a kid. He's 30 years old. So, I mean, I would almost say, oh, he's an ignorant kid. He 18, 19-year-old out there performing. He don't know no better. He 30. He 30. Okay. Well, how long we not gonna hold these men accountable? Okay. It's getting ridiculous. Like, he can apologize all he wants to and say he didn't know it was that bad because he went out, right afterwards and was still kicking it after this fatality. And somebody had to say, hey, that don't look good. You need to go home. He went, oh, okay. I'm gonna say I ain't know. But you know, he had Kylie Jenner. She's trying to distance herself. She had dropped the reality show. Okay. I don't know, guys. I think it looks pretty bad. You know, there are a lot of people taking up for him, saying, "How could he know it's not his fault?" Da da da. But I ask you, you know, like, would you do that? Would you invite a bunch of people to your house and, you know, not make sure your house is safe? You know, like, okay, I know my house can't hold no more than 10 people. Okay, let's be real. And if I invite 50 people in here and lock the door and they can't get out, you know, or make it difficult to get out, and you know, like, is it not my fault if I put them in that situation? Am I not liable? You know, it's just questions to ask, especially as event producers, right? We do parties, but I know a lot of times we just decorate and go. But if you host events and stuff like that, are you liable for your guests? I've been every time I posted an event, I was liable for my guests. Yes, I was, unless they did something negligent. That's why when you walk in Walmart, if they have a wet floor and they don't put up a wet floor sign and you fall, they're liable. Shoot, you could fall and they still be liable with the wet floor sign, right? Because once they invite you into their place, it's their responsibility to keep you healthy, even though unless they can prove that you were being negligent. But people who are just smushed by the crowd that fell and, you know, were trampled to death, you know, because he saw the ambulances, but he continued to raise them up. And, you know, I don't know. I feel like he has a responsibility. So, you know, I just came live to show you that and to see what you guys thought about that. And if you could put in the comments, tell me, what do you think about this? Do you feel like he should have been liable? Do you think he's not liable? Even tell me you think this was the money. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Okay, so yes, it is. And maybe there'll be another one later down. But right now, I just want to do the business aspect. I feel like he's liable. All right. So if you want to check out my keychains, the description, the link is in the description. The safety keychains. And like I said, this is like a base of it or whatever. And then I do have the kid versions, the mom and me. So this one isn't quite put together. So like this one would be a mom and me. This would be the little kid one. But it comes with a little alarm. So I know a lot of kids are walking home by themselves. And this is like a little alarm, and a whistle will be added on that they can pull if they're ever in danger, which hopefully they're never in danger. But you know. And it comes with a cute little keychain and the cute little unicorn. Well, thank you guys for watching the channel. New name coming up. Been saying that forever, but I'm serious changing my name probably at the first of the year. New branding or whatever. But yeah. All right, guys. Until next time, stay crafting, guys.